The Final Four is here, and it's going to be good. Let's hop right into this video breakdown. First, we're going to be checking out the Bama and UConn game, and then we're going to be predicting the NC State Perdue game. And then before we jump to our national championship, I'm going to be reviewing how my picks held up from my prediction videos of March Madness this year. And then finally, I am going to be predicting the national champion. These times are linked in the description if you'd like to skip around as you please. Also, if you would consider liking and subscribing, I'd really appreciate it, as it does help me out a lot. Thank you, and now right into the video. Here's a look at the current March Madness bracket starting from the Sweet 16 to now. And here's a zoom in up on our Final Four. We have Alabama and UConn versus NC State and Purdue. Two great stories of NC State and Alabama, and two not as great overdog stories of UConn and Purdue. Still fun to watch, though. First game, number 4 Bama, number 1 UConn. Let's check out the stats here. Their stats are surprisingly even. So far in all my videos, UConn has been demolishing in stats. And here we are. These are fairly even. And I mean, they're really close. Like, look at the three-pointers, 36.5% and 36.7%. Like, that is basically the exact same. Rebounds are very close as well. They both get about 26.9 defensive rebounds a game. Free throws, Bama does have a bigger lead there. They get more fouls and they make more shots on the free throws. So, statistically, if I'm looking at the stats alone, I'd have to go with Bama. But you do have to remember, it's not all just about stats. Bama does shoot a lot of threes, and when they do good. I talked about this in my Elite 8 video. about Bama shooting threes, and that's really effective when they shoot a lot of them. Before I reveal this prediction, I put a lot of effort into these videos. I'd really appreciate it if you considered subscribing. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it is free, and I do appreciate it a lot. It helps me out, and liking and commenting. I love having conversations with you guys in the comments. And with that being said, but for my prediction, I'm going with UConn. Now, the reason why, this could be an upset. Like, I kind of genuinely think Bama's going to win the game, but I've been burned by UConn a lot by betting against them, so I'm going to bet for them this time. If you've seen this short, that'll make this video a lot of interesting as it goes on. I'll link that in the description. You can watch that and come back, or you can finish up this. Either way, it's going to be an interesting video. But NC State and Purdue is next. We'll get to predicting the rest of the tournament after this, but we have the stats leaning in favor of Purdue. Actually, no, they're all in favor of Purdue. I don't know why that arrow is pointing towards NC State. Graphic mistake. That's my bad. I hopefully it won't happen again. But 3-pointers, Purdue leads by a lot. Offensive and defensive rebounds, Purdue leads by a lot. Free throws, Purdue leads by a lot. And field goals, Purdue leads by not as much, but still kind of a lot as far as percentage goes. And with that being said, my prediction here isn't taking the upset. Now, I know, it's shocking, but I bet against NC State the entire tournament, just like UConn. And what I saw from that team playing Duke is when they are on, when DJ Burns Jr. is going, they can beat anyone. This team is going to be very exciting, and them making the national championship alone will be crazy. The fact they're even in the Final Four is wild. And women's NC State is still alive, too. So is women's UConn, I believe, as well. So we could have a women and a men's championship aligned, theoretically, here. But here we go. This is what my Final Four and to national championship looks like. I have UConn and I have NC State winning. Which one am I more confident in? Easily NC State. It's not even close. Bama, as I said, I kind of think Bama's going to win, but I picked against UConn a lot, and it never has gone my favor. Now, with that being said, here's another look at the current bracket, and this is my picks review. So, this is my bracket. You see it's a little different. This Final Four is what I originally had, so I have no points left on my actual bracket. I actually had two brackets. My main one is at 53, my secondary one's at like 73, and I had UConn and Purdue in the Final Four in that secondary one. So, I don't know, but the one I tried a lot less on is doing a lot better right now. So, with that being said, this is a look at what I got right and wrong from my Sweet 16 prediction video. These picks are from my Sweet 16 prediction video. So I predicted up to when the Sweet 16 happened. I predicted up to the national championship. if you want to see who I actually had winning, you're going to have to go check the video out. I'm sorry I'm not telling you here. The link will be in the description if you want to see it. Actually, the link to this entire March Madness little series, I guess, will be in the description. But this is a little comparison. That's my bracket versus the real bracket. So I did a lot of things wrong. But guess what? That's how sports prediction works, and it's fun. I went, it looks like, what is that, 2-8 overall. That's not great. Oh, no, sorry, 4-8. So I got 4 out of 12. I got a third of them right from the Sweet 16, which I guess isn't terrible, but I mean, I didn't call the right winners. UConn was pretty obvious. I should have definitely at least gotten that right. Yeah, I was so high on that Tennessee defense, and look where it got them. Anyway, this is our national championship. This is going to be the last segment of this video. Is it going to be NC State or is it going to be UConn? I don't know why that says 2. That should say 11. That's my bad. I'm going to fix that real fast. However, once you get here, records don't matter. However, once you're here, records are still good indicators. I have UConn winning 1 seed. I know it's boring. It's March. I really, really want to pick NC State here. But UConn has been so dominant. They beat SDSU a bajillion to 1, and they beat Illinois by worse. Illinois, it was like 23-23 at the half. I look back up, it's 56-23. They just shut them. That UConn defense to me is too good to pick against. But if you've seen the short, then you know what might be suspect about this. So check that out in the description. Also, if you want to see my Sweet 16, who I had winning there, check that out. Elite 8s as well. Those are all in the description down below. National Championship, if it is out yet, that prediction video or game review will be in the description as well. And thank you all so much for watching this video. I will see you all in the next one.